Assisting in getting the benefits they're eligible for, and something they say impacts thousands of veterans every year.
We take our money and put it back in to our communities. We try to help the people that need it, whether it be electric bill or a food bill or VA claims. We're just there to make a difference in someone's life. And I've been doing this for 30 years and I love it. It's my hobby. I think it's probably been my therapy, and it's helped me deal with the things that happened to me in Vietnam.
The group says many veterans have earned benefits through their service, but many of them don't apply because the application process can be daunting. The group helps them out by going through the process with them. This is the third annual event for the tournament. They hope to be able to grow the tournament next year.
Well, the Francis Tuttle Nursing Program is top notch. I had a chance to speak with some instructors and students about the different programs they offer. I'm here at the Respiratory Care Program at Francis Tuttle, where it is extremely hands-on. Not only do they have realistic mannequins, but they also participate themselves.
So right now, respiratory care is a critical need within the community, especially in the state of Oklahoma. COVID really took a toll on the healthcare, and with the long-term effects of COVID, there's going to be a greater need and an increase in the need for respiratory therapists over the years.
Our students learn anything from taking care of preterm neonates all the way up to geriatric elderly patients. They're going to learn how to do advanced assessments of patients, and they'll be able to diagnose, treat any kind of disease and come up with a care plan for that disease. And that'll include anything from inhaled medicines to hyper-expansive therapy for the lungs, chest physiotherapy, kind of opening up the lungs, all the way up to advanced taking care of the mechanical ventilation.
Now, I thought that was a real person for a second. This looks like the real deal. How hands-on is this program?
This program is very hands-on. It is really based around a lot of the skill evaluations that we do here, a lot of simulation here in the lab. We reinforce that in the classroom with lecture, then we bring them down here, we check out their skills, we get them checked off, then they go out to the clinical site and they do the same thing there.
Oh, they make it real fun. The instructors are extremely helpful. I mean, they're by the side of you the whole time, and they're really great people.
We have had 100% success of our students getting jobs out in the workforce. There is a need out in our community. We've had other students that get jobs out of state, which is a sad situation for our state because they're wonderful students. But all of our clinical partners, they will come and recruit, and so we don't ever have a problem with respiratory therapists getting a job.
Francis Tuttle's program is 12 months long, whereas some of the other programs are 2 years long, so that was a big factor in my decision process towards Francis Tuttle.
So the reason why it's 12 months now, does that mean that you have to double up what a lot of other programs are, or are they just more efficient with what they do?
I think they're more efficient in what they do.
So for those at home that says, this is what I've been waiting for, how do they learn more information about the program?
They can contact myself, Crystal Gosper, the program director. They can call Francis Tuttle at the Advisement Center and Enrollment Center. They can get you to a health advisor that's going to work with you or get my contact information to you. Look on the website that has kind of all of our degree application, what that looks like, some special admission requirements. It talks about some of the things with the background check, some immunization requirements that are set by state, standards for healthcare workers. So on the website, francistuttle.edu, you would go to the adult programs, you would search for a respiratory care therapist program, and that kind of gives you the full layout of what our program looks like and the requirements that you would need to fulfill to complete the program.
So if you're thinking about a career in respiratory care, make sure to enroll in the Francis Tuttle program. Their hire rate and their success rate is in the high 90s. It doesn't get any better than that.
Today was the Community Day of Caring, community-wide project helping connect volunteers with nonprofits. As part of the effort, volunteers help serve the community through different projects. The United Way of Oklahoma helps put on the event. The day helps many different programs all across the state.
We are very appreciative of the United Way for doing that. We as Scouts, our tenet, a major tenet for what we do is community service. So to see a partner that we have with United Way also giving back and doing service to our community is something that means a lot to us. We're very appreciative of the United Way. We've been a longtime partner with them. So getting to see them doing a project not only in the community, but here at the Scouts office has meant a lot to us as an organization.
The United Way says hundreds of volunteers helped make today possible. Looking ahead.
An Oklahoma City man has a brand new bike to help him get to work. A $5,000 donation from Aetna Better Health to Goodwill is being used to buy bicycles for Goodwill employees facing transportation challenges. The first recipient, Robert Harris, has been tirelessly walking to work for years. This donation will help make his commute more convenient and sustainable.
The bike's really going to help me get back and forth. It really is. So I really appreciate the effort here to get me a little easier in getting back and forth to work in other places.
Goodwill officials tell us this is part of their Begin at Home program, assisting in career development and providing resources to support their employees. A local hero was honored in Oklahoma City today. OSU presented Derek Ayers with their Hometown Hero Award. Ayers served as a U.S. Army infantryman from 2009 to 2015. He deployed to Afghanistan in 2010 and was awarded several medals and accommodations, including the Combat Infantryman's Badge and the Purple Heart. Ayers now lives in Stigler with his wife and 3 sons. He coaches Little League football, teaches VOTEC, and is a volunteer firefighter. He says he was given a signed football at today's event, and he'll also be presented with a signed jersey during the football game Saturday.
My wife put me in for this. It was something I really didn't expect, and I couldn't be more happy to be able to be down there and be inside Boone Pickens Stadium and get to be put on the field and actually given this honor. It really is truly a blessing, and I appreciate it.
OSU partners with Bob Moore for the Hometown Hero Awards, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members that share a love for Oklahoma State. Grant?
Wendy, right now the University of Oklahoma is playing their games here, their basketball games rather, but within a few years they could be playing their games at a billion-dollar venue that aims to bring vibrancy and create an economic impact for the city of Norman.
You've got to create a live, work, play environment where people are attracted and want to be and can create community that is so desperately missing from our lives today.
Norman leaders making bold statements and laying out a bold vision for the future as plans were unveiled Wednesday for a new billion-dollar entertainment district. The project will include a venue for entertainment and sporting events, as well as retail shops, restaurants, and bars. Harris saying the costly plan will not dip into the city's general funds.
This is bold. This is $1 billion entertainment district, right? 80% funded by the private sector, which is unusual, right? It will not touch the general funds for the city or the county, right? It's creating new and it's expanding.
According to a press release put out by Team Norman, a coalition of pro-Norman organizations, the remaining 20% will be paid through public sources, but it doesn't go into details about what those public sources are. The plan is to develop the area near I-35 and Rock Creek Road, an area that might sound familiar. In 2018, plans were announced to build a new arena and entertainment district in the same area. Those plans eventually fell through. But Lawrence McKinney says the team behind the new proposal worked with the University of Oklahoma to fully realize the vision of OU athletics and community.
When the announcement was made they were joining the SEC, I think OU felt very strongly. They had the athletic side covered really well. And then when we had our first meeting, we started talking about the community side, which means parking and RVs and amenities and more hotel rooms.
President Harris wants to make it clear that this venture isn't one that's solely reserved for OU, though.
28% of the new facility would be occupied by OU as the lead tenant. That isn't the big attraction. Right? The big attraction is it creates a vibrancy in our city that right now is missing and can make us all so much more.
No timetable has been given for how long this project will take to be completed. As it goes for the future of the building behind me, McKinney says that remains to be seen. Reporting in Norman, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Morning for first responders and Del City fire crews called for a car crash with a fuel tanker. Officials say a car hit a tanker carrying ethanol. One person inside the car was injured, taken to the hospital. Hazmat was called to control and clean the spill. They say only a few dozen gallons of ethanol was lost. The remaining was transferred to another truck. This is the scene where Oklahoma City firefighters put out a car fire near Northwest 23rd and Broadway. Officials say the fire started because of a crash. So far, no injuries have been reported. Our Chamber Foundation delivered school supplies as part of its Fill the Bus program, which collects school supplies to help offset the cost of supplies. This year, the program helped collect around 7,000 items worth more than $11,000. District leadership says this event is a huge help to teachers.
A lot of times our teachers go out and they end up buying school supplies for students where there's a need. And so this group here, they fill a major gap for our students and our staff. So just very much appreciative of everything that they do.
The supplies split up between 30 different schools across the district. Every school received around $400 worth of supplies, and organizers say they collected about more than $2,000 more supplies than last year. Today, state officials helped dedicate an official portrait of Wanda Jackson at the state capitol. The queen of rockabilly herself there for the unveiling. Jackson named the 13th Oklahoma Cultural Treasure by the governor and the Oklahoma Arts Council. She was born in Maud and attended high school in Oklahoma City. She started her career in music, which culminated into Grammy nominations in the 60s and 70s. Jackson inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2009. The Shawnee Citizen Potawatomi Nation broke ground today at the new Fire Lake Casino construction site. The casino features an enhanced design and adjacent 3-story hotel. Tribal Chairman John Rocky Barrett explains what the casino will entail.
We'll have a 124-room hotel, and we'll have approximately 1,000 machine casino. And it'll be a brand new facility from the one we had that was built back in 1982.
The new casino will be across the street from the existing Fire Lake Casino Entertainment Center. The project is expected to take 8 months to build. Oklahoma City Brick Convention in downtown Oklahoma City. The event showcases Lego creations from different builders all around the world. Also includes creations from builders showcased on the show Lego Masters right here on Fox 25, as well as builders from right here in Oklahoma. New and classic sets will also be available for sale, as well as individual minifigures and bricks. Organizers say this will be an event for Lego fans of all ages.
To see all these Lego fans get together and just share something we all love, it's so great. You know, Lego's a toy and we have so much fun with it, but it's so much more. It can be used to teach science, technology, engineering, math, architecture. And an event like this shows that, all the limitless possibilities of Lego.
The convention starts Saturday at 10. Tickets are $15 if you buy online, $18 at the door.
Today, the Oklahoma Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution helped celebrate Constitution Week by dedicating a marker to celebrate the deeds of veterans during the American Revolution. It's third marker of 5 that they have planned, 1 in each of the districts in our state. The markers are in preparation for the nation's 250th anniversary in 2026.